Elden Ring. This is the Elden Ring moment, okay? Guys, last stream, I talked about my feelings about Elden Ring and how there were I had some frustrations. I was wrong. Everybody, I was totally so wrong. I did not realize how big the game was, okay? I thought that I was experiencing, like, most of the map, and as it turns out, no, I really, really, really fucking wasn't. This game is at least as big as Dark Souls 3 with both DLCs. It is so big, I was totally in the wrong. I mean, I still was being relatively kind to the game. I just had some problems. However, one thing I was not incorrect about, okay? One thing I was not incorrect about, and that is the fall damage system sucks, okay? It sucks. FromSoft, it sucks. It's impossible. It's absolutely impossible to tell when you're gonna die from a fall and when you aren't gonna die from a fall. Literally impossible. There is no way you can know that. It's terrible. So that part is bad. However, let me tell you something, okay? First of all, I'm going to show you my sick-ass character because I want to show you how beautiful my girl is. She is so amazing. So first of all, behold my beautiful girl. Behold my beautiful girl. Yeah, she is the dragonkin are like, they have like stony skin. And I really love the design, and so I'm like, I'm going to play a dragonkin. And, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, let me tell you, holy shit, there's so much to be excited about. This game is so good. It's so fucking good. I don't know how to tell you. Okay, so not only did they finally make it possible to respec your character basically whenever the fuck you want to, they've added a ton of, there was so much love given to magic in this game. Magic is extremely, extremely fun in Elden Ring. So much better than any of the other Dark Souls games, except for maybe Bloodborne, where Bloodborne's magic system was awesome because of a whole bunch of things. This game lets you choose to play so many different ways. And also, it is very inventive. They innovated on the format of Souls a lot. And let me talk about how they did that. The main thing is that this game is a lot more focused on stories, okay? So there is an abundance of items in this game. It is an open world game, so there are so many items you can't even imagine. The way that you find all the crazy amount of items that are in the game is by pursuing different storylines, which in my opinion is a big step up from the way Dark Souls used to be, which is there's like items strewn kind of all over the place. In this game, there are a whole lot of characters, and if you pursue those characters' storylines, you will get items relevant to their storylines. You will find items relevant to their stuff, and it's really cool. I spent the bulk of my time pursuing an incredibly difficult, totally optional side quest. Now, this game has a lot of optional content, and it's all interest-based. So you're interested in the magic storylines? Go explore all that, and there is an entire zones that are just devoted to you pursuing that storyline. It is amazing, okay? It is so good, okay? And it's a very horny game. It is a very kinky game, really kinky, and it is, and it does something else too, which is, it's less ashamed of itself, and I like that, okay? You all know I'm a big fan of Kojima, and Kojima writes games that are totally shameless. A Kojima game is about as shameless as a video game can get. It will put in you know, Kojima will just like, yeah, with Death Stranding, Kojima was just like, I want to write a fan fiction with my favorite male actors where they have to get dirty and clean all the time, and they're naked all the time, and they're grunting and pissing and all the thing and smoking, and all of his fetishes are just all over the place. And but not just the fetishes, there's also just like this devotion. He loves his inspirations. The stuff that inspires him, he puts into his games. And Elden Ring also does that. There are direct references to Game of Thrones. There are direct, and I'm not just talking like reference comedy, because you guys know I rage about the reference. I recognize that bullshit all the time. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about a game lovingly making a tribute to something it was inspired by. And for example, like, there is a scene in Elden Ring that is a visible tribute to a scene from Game of Thrones, and it is great. It is so good. Okay? Oh god, there's just so much to like about it. Anyway, Fawn, Doe, and myself have been playing an incredible amount of Elden Ring. I have put in a lot of hours into it while working on other things, and oh, yeah. Awesome Jess 23. In Elden Ring, you can throw the colorful pebbles off a cliff, and if it breaks, it means the jump will kill you. If it doesn't, the jump is safe. That's true, but that's a very inconvenient process. Also, there are just so many characters. Another cool thing I like about Elden Ring is that you are allowed to pursue just about any character fantasy you can imagine. You want to play a dude with a chain mace who wears heavy armor? Go for it. You want to play an assassin that can move really fast and dodge in do like anime bullshit? You can do that. Like, there is a lot of love in Dark Souls. Dark Souls 3 was the first game that really started to do this, okay? In Dark Souls 1, there were a bunch of different paths you could choose. You could play a faith build, you could play a magic build, but there was a pretty small limit to what types of builds you could do viably in Dark Souls 1. This got better in Dark Souls 3. In Dark Souls 3, there are all kinds of unique builds and weird weapons you can pursue. They go fucking hog wild with that in Elden Ring. In Elden Ring, there are the weirdest weapons you can possibly imagine, and oh my god, are they viable. However, can you play a really fast character with a mace and no armor? Absolutely. I'm tired of RPGs locking you in a singular play style. You'll be happy to know that in in Elden Ring, there is a character respec option that is accessible very early in the game. So you only need to beat the second major boss of the game in order to unlock respecking, and respecking is functionally unlimited. You can respec almost as many times as you want. I think like the only limitation is farming up an item. It is super cool. Yeah. It's so good. I wish that I could, respecking means, respecializing, or what's the word? Yeah, respecializing. Respecking is like, it refers to, like going through and changing your stats. So you can like change your stats if you want to. It lets you reset all of your stats back to the beginning of the game and adjust it as you see fit. Very cool. There is whip weapons, dagger weapons, throwing weapons, giant hammers, giant axes, small axes, throwing axes. There are magical maces, magical bows. The faith weapons are unreal. There are dual blades, like fucking Darth Maul style dual blades. There's multiple. There's an entire section devoted to whips. It is absurd. Oh yeah, you guys know StarCraft, the zealot weapons? There is a holy zealot blade where you get two holy blades that come out from your hands and you go sick as fuck. The fuck? They're not cestises either. I mean, they're built off of the cestus like model, but they're called fuck, what are they called? They're called it has a specific name. Pata. The Cypher Pata. They're a Pata weapon. It's super sick. Also, there are transforming weapons. Oh god, it's so good. Listen, I don't mean to... Look, you all know I am not a big hyper, you know? Okay, for my own stuff, I hype up my own shit because I'm excited about the stuff that I'm making. However, you guys know I don't fucking hype up games all that much. Like, I don't get hyped about pre-releases. I don't get hyped about any of that. Elden Ring is a fucking god tier game, and honestly, if you have liked any of the Dark Souls games, or if you think you're open to liking a Dark Souls game, Elden Ring is a really, 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 really good good call. However, there is one warning, okay? There is one warning, okay? The bosses are fucking hard, okay? And I mean really, really, really hard, okay? This game, now especially the main bosses are pretty hard, okay? But the side bosses, the optional late game, like, go pursue your quest, find the secret ending shit, is so fucking hard. Do you level up in the game? All the time, yes. Even for Souls standards. I have played every single Souls game all the way through, with the exception of Dark Souls 2, Scholar of the First Sin, and Demon Souls. I have beaten Dark Souls 1 like 6 times. I've beaten Dark Souls 3 3 separate times, including the DLC. I've played, I've beaten the original game of Dark Souls 2. I beat Bloodborne multiple times. I've beaten Sekiro once. I only played Sekiro once. All I'm saying is that this is a masterwork with regard to challenge. The bosses are designed to challenge the, like, again, mostly the side bosses. The side, like, the hard bosses that you can go chase out that aren't just part of the main story are designed to challenge veterans of Souls games. They are meant to make you learn the style and learn it well, and it's really cool. But guess what? All of the fun stuff, summoning friends, weapon counters, all that kind of stuff, all exist in the game. One of my favorite things about Elden Ring, and this is really, really cool, and this isn't going to sound super exciting to most people, but this is me coming from as a veteran of Souls games. They lowered the soft caps for basically every skill. So what that means is you can choose to have, like, slightly more distributed skill points and have multiple weapons. And they encourage you, in fact, to switch between multiple weapons, because most bosses in the game have specific vulnerabilities. So, for example, there are multiple status effects in this game: Frenzy, Poison, Scarlet Rot, Death, and then there's the elemental damages. Yeah, sorry. Elemental damages: Lightning, Holy, Fire, Dark Flame, and etc. So there's a lot of elements in this game. Bleed. Forgot Bleed. All of these different statuses can be exploited, and many bosses have a weak spot that even if you have a weaker weapon, you will be able to exploit that weak spot. So, for example, Scarlet Rot is one of my favorite status effects in the game. It is basically an aggressive, long-lasting, slow poison that once it triggers, it keeps going and doing tons and tons of damage. Really cool visual effects. Love the plague aesthetic. Cool as fuck. Scarlet Rot, there are multiple types of enemies that are very weak to Scarlet Rot, to the degree that if you even you can use a weaker Scarlet Rot weapon or a weaker Scarlet Rot spell and still be very effective. And what this means is that functionally, you can pursue many different interests as the part of a whole character's development. So instead of having to specialize so hard and just getting clapped by a boss that has resistances to you, that might happen still occasionally. Maybe happened to me a couple times. Oh, I love this clip. This is the clip I'm thinking of. Yes, yes, yes. Let me show you this. Guys, let me show you this. This is the clip I was thinking. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Danny. This shows you what a dex build. One of the cool things in this game is they added a archetype of player that is a dex caster, okay? Do you understand? So what that means is, so the dex caster uses assassin spells. They're like buffs that you put on before battle. You use like preparation spells before battle to do crazy bullshit in battle. And guess what? There is an archetype of character that's called the perfumer, okay? And that is a dex caster. You use little bottles of perfume that scale off of your dex and that allow you to use spells that are based off of how well you can throw the perfume bottles. It is so cool. Fucking so cool. Anyway, watch this. Whoosh. 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 So that spell that you're seeing, that ability that lets you move fast, is a dex-based spell. I think it's a dex faith spell, and it gives you quick dodge recovery. So you don't roll, you dash, and that makes you recover from your dashes faster. You have more iframes, and you are harder to track. Super sick. Just super fucking sick. This is the first, by the way, this is the first Souls game that I know that multiple people who never play Souls games, who actually don't like Souls games, have been playing. I know 2 separate people in my friends group who are like not Souls players who picked this game up and are loving it. So, oh my God, it is so exciting. Somniostatic says, both of my brothers are playing it. They don't play any Souls games. This game is, I think that this game is going to make the Souls fandom explode even larger, which is a little concerning on some levels, but also I like it when things I like become popular. I think that the Souls games are masterworks, specifically Bloodborne, Dark Souls 1, Dark Souls 3, Bloodborne, Sekiro, God tier games. And yeah. Anyway. I'm not a big fan of Dark Souls 2. I will say, though, this game... Wait, hold on. Listen to me about this, okay? This is the Dark Souls 2 fans. So Fawn is a Dark Souls 2 fan, and this is Fawn's favorite Souls game that's come out since Dark Souls 2. This game feels like what they wished Dark Souls 2 could have been. It is very Dark Souls 2-y because it has ridiculous cartoony weapons like Dark Souls 2, and it has the like knight aesthetic. There's lots of humanoid combat. Yeah, lots of humanoid combat. Okay, actually that's not entirely true. There is a good balance of humanoid and monstrous combat. The monsters in this game are the best yet, and it's very interesting because it feels like they took a lot from Monster Hunter, which is pretty exciting. So anyway, that's my real quick that's my real quick little Elden Ring rant. Awesome game. I will be doing a full review of it that I'll be putting up on my curator page. If you guys didn't know, I have a curator page on Steam. It's right there in the chat. If you want to join my curator page on Steam, it's right here. You could join it and you could see all my cool recommendations. I'm very careful about what I put on my curator page. I only put games that I think are the best, are some of the best games I've ever played on my curator page. So, yeah. My list of games, I'm really trying to be a good curator. So if you think that you, and I try to give good reasons for why I like the game. But yeah, there's the Steam curator page if you want to